Hey y'all, this is Coach Mario with Utmost Performance Coaching. What I wanted to do with today's video, I'm going to start off giving you guys a study that was done. This study was done on elite swimmers, and what they did was they took these swimmers and asked them to swim their fastest time they could for 50 meters in the pool. And they did that. Once they came out of the water, what the researchers did without the swimmers knowing was they added 1.2 seconds to that 50-meter time, which in 50 meters, 1.2 seconds is a significant amount of time that was added to that swim. Now, what happened was that obviously the swimmers had thought that they had gone faster. They thought that their times would be lower than they were, and they were, but they didn't know that this time had been added. And then what the researchers did was they gave all of the participants in the study, they gave them this instrument that measures what's called an adversity quotient, which is basically a measure of how well an individual does when faced with challenges and faced with obstacles, how they see them, how they respond to them, how they think about them. And then they asked the swimmers to get back in the pool and to swim another 50 as fast as they could. And what they found was that the swimmers that had tested high in the adversity quotient, in other words, they had a high adversity quotient. In other words, they saw obstacles and challenge as opportunities to learn, to grow, to get better, to improve. Those swimmers actually swam faster, taking off those 1.2 seconds the second time than they did the first time. And what they found was that the athletes that had tested low on the adversity quotient, these athletes that saw challenges and opportunities not necessarily as an opportunity to learn and to grow, but maybe something that was kind of fixed, something that told them about their abilities that couldn't be changed with genetics or with effort or whatever they're thinking. And what they found was that these swimmers actually got slower from the first 50 that they swam to the last 50. And again, this is taking out those 1.2 seconds in that first trial. So as a cycling coach, as somebody who coaches cyclists, why am I bringing in what seems to be a mental aspect to training or to racing? And the reason is because this is just one of many studies that shows that something like adversity quotient, there's other things out there, there's growth mindset, there's another theory with dealing with learned optimism, but all of these are very, very similar. What I want you to get from this video is the fact that in addition to your physical training that a coach like myself or somebody else may be prescribing you, the things that you're doing in training on a daily basis, there's also tied to that, along with the body, there's this mind, there's how are we processing the things that happen to us. These obstacles and these challenges that you are being presented with on a daily basis because of the training or because of the competing that you're doing, or just a lot of times because of life in general. The way that you see those things, the way that you process those things is literally going to make an impact in your performance. It'll make an impact in your training. It'll make an impact in your racing and your competing. So that's why I'm bringing that to you, because it's important that not only are we addressing the body, but we are also addressing the mind. And, that's one of the things that I kind of like to hang my hat on, having a master's degree in sports psychology, having studied this stuff, still being a competitive athlete myself. This is something that, your coach should be addressing with you on the regular, because it's important, because in addition to the body, the mind is also an essential component of performance. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions over anything that I've covered in this video, or maybe you're going through, the catalog of videos that I've got in YouTube, and maybe you're looking through those and saying, I've got some questions about those, feel free to reach out, please. And stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you like, so that you don't miss any of this content. And I'll be back shortly. Y'all take care. Have a great rest of your day.